Well, good day, viewers, and welcome back to another banger episode of In the Mix. Well, you guys know, if you check the time, it's 1 o'clock, it's 1:30, it's 2 o'clock, it's Friday, and we are in studio today. And I'm joined by none other than the man himself, Jesse Jackson Karaitha. Jesse, how are you doing today?
It is indeed a good afternoon. I think I'm well. Well, everything is well.
You look tired after the event you had yesterday.
Yeah, no, I'm a bit tired, but of course we need to push on. And the big one this week was the Champions League that kept us all awake. You know that. That's one of the reasons why we are so tired, because we've been having sleepless nights.
Okay, well, we'll be talking more about the Champions League a little bit later. For this episode, it's a bit of a special episode. It's a bit of like a Man City and Manchester United situation. Yeah, and then also, let's say, the Kudus and the Lions. So if you guys know what I'm talking about, that's Inter High that we do have this weekend. And we are joined by one of the Inter High participants. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Milco Solunga. I play for Windhoek High School at ACFA. I am a goalkeeper and I am the captain for this year.
Okay, Inter High is an exciting event that's been oncoming for a while now. It's a rivalry that's like friendly at the same time, but we'll be getting more into that right after this.
Champions League, we've got the favourites, and if they're on song, well, they'll give us a bit of everything to enjoy. Well, here we go, a burst of taste, and the break is on here. It's a red card. Vinicius Junior! Oh my goodness! There works the space well. Lewandowski! Oh, magnificent! That is a stunner! Haaland! What a finish! Coming onto it now to shoot! Champions of Europe, finally!
The 2023-24 UEFA Champions League. Be moved with every game live on SuperSport. Upgrade to Compact Plus.
Yes, like I did mention earlier, we are getting ready for the 7th annual Inter High that will be taking place at Windhoek Gymnasium this year. Milco, you yourself, you play in the VRS team, of course, as the goalkeeper. How excited are you for this prestigious tournament? I think you guys won it last year. So how sweet of a thing would it be if you guys win it again this year?
I'm very excited. So like we've been preparing and everything for quite some time now, and we are ready to show the Lions how to do it.
You know, Jesse, this is one rivalry that I really enjoy between Inter High and Windhoek Gymnasium. Not Inter High, but Windhoek High School and Windhoek Gymnasium. But before I do continue with everything else, you are the man that's supposed to tell us what we have as a snack today, Jesse. That's today's you. I don't know, because I wasn't here. I wasn't told. You are the man that was told by Michelle what we are eating today. So please let us know what we have on the table today.
Well, it is salsa bread. Yes.
Okay. So what do we have going on in the salsa bread?
I don't know. That's all I know. It is a salsa bread.
Okay, salsa bread. Well, before I do continue with this wonderful conversation, I would just like to give mention to the competitions that we do have ongoing. So you'll be seeing that on your screen shortly, guys. Knowing that Sports Rap has a competition, which is my favorite competition. That's the photo competition. So all you need to do is take a photo at any sporting event during the weekend and send that photo to that number that you see on the screen, and you can stand a chance to win yourself $1,000 weekly. Yes, I said it, $1,000 weekly. Also, moving on to the followers competition, all you need to do is go on to Facebook, search for Sports Rap, follow the page, tag 3 people in the comment section, and then you can also stand a chance to win $1,000. It doesn't end there. We have one more competition which also allows you to win $1,000. So with this one, you just need to scan the QR code and give your predictions of 3 games that you will be given. So if you give your prediction for those 3 games, you stand a chance of winning $1,000 weekly. And the ultimate prize at the end of the whole thing, as you guys can see, there is lots of money. So yeah, that's all I had to leave out there before we do continue with this conversation. But yeah, looking at Windhoek Gymnasium, Windhoek High School, what do you think you guys are going to do when it comes to playing against the other team in the final, under 19s?
I think we'll do well. Especially, I hope we face Gymnasium again, but we're going to do well. We're going to show them why we are the best in Windhoek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, last year you guys won the game on penalties.
Indeed.
A goalkeeper played well, made a few good saves, and you guys ended up winning that game. How important is it, do you think, for you as the goalkeeper to put on a good performance against Windhoek Gymnasium?
I think it's important to carry on what happened last year and to carry on his mighty name. Yeah. And do as good as he did last year.
Okay, okay, that's cool. If you guys do, for those that do not know, for the viewers, before we move on to Enzo and before you find out who Enzo is with on the show, for you guys that do not know, he is the younger brother to Solunga. If you guys remember that, he was on the show not long ago and he plays for the futsal team. He is currently in Morocco, although Namibia got knocked out of the tournament, but we'll be talking more about that a little bit later. Let's see what Enzo is cooking for us in the kitchen.
We've always had the bravery to stand up for what is Namibian, from protecting our homes to fighting injustices. We still celebrate what it means to us and raise a glass to those who show their bravery. No matter how they take on the world, with all this potential in the land of the brave, what will you do to make this Namibia your Namibia?
Welcome back, viewers, and as Brian said, today we are speaking about Inter High, and right next to me is the vice captain of the under-19 of Windhoek Gymnasium. Can you please introduce yourself?
My name is Owami Mwashekele. I am the vice captain of the Lions that we are playing tomorrow against Windhoek High School. So, yeah.
Okay. So, are you ready for the game tomorrow?
Yes, of course.
Okay. So, Owami, today you are here with me in the kitchen. Can you just perhaps enlighten us on what we are preparing today?
Today we are preparing just some chicken wings, you know.
Okay.
Some sausages and mealies and with mushrooms.
Oh, nice. Tell us, how often are you in the kitchen at home?
In the kitchen, mostly I'm in the kitchen because sometimes my mother is too tired to cook.
Okay.
So I need to stand up, even if my sister's too tired. So I need to do that. And mostly I'm in the kitchen. My expertise doesn't come to Brian.
Okay.
But in the kitchen, I'm way better. So,
You're way better.
Yeah.
So, tell us, what is your favorite dish to prepare in the kitchen?
My favorite dish
The
is
easiest, the go-to.
The go-to?
Yes.
If I'm tired,
If you're tired.
just coming from school,
Yes.
I just make boerewors and put it on bread. Straight.
Okay. Besides the easiest and the quick to go, which one is your ultimate favorite? It can be yours or one that your mom prepares.
My mom, she makes chicken Alfredo.
Okay.
I like that very much. That's my favorite dish. So yeah.
And what's your favorite to make?
My favorite to make is just maybe like a quarter leg chicken with spaghetti.
Okay.
And with cheese on it. Just a little bit of cheese on it.
Nice. So, Owami, you are playing tomorrow. You are in the central defense midfield.
Yeah.
So, and from my knowledge, you guys lost to Windhoek High School last year. Unfortunately. Yeah. What do you make of that? What is your take? Do you think you guys will win tomorrow?
Of course we'll win tomorrow. We've been preparing ever since the start of the year. And the way we lost, it was unfortunate. It was on penalties.
Yes.
The goalkeeper was very good on that day, so unfortunately, I also missed the penalty. So he had my number that day, but I will make sure tomorrow we'll win. But not on penalties. We'll make sure in regular time we'll win.
You'll win.
Definitely.
Awesome, awesome. So for now, we will go for a quick ad break. I just want to remind you guys that you can, of course, catch some of these live games as you follow Sport Rep and My Zone. Stay tuned for more.
Oh, that's wonderful! And that is what champions do!
It feels good to football with GoTV.
Works the space well and scores!
Nobody but GoTV gives you all the games of La Liga and the DStv Premiership.
This is extraordinary! Oh!
The Premier League and UEFA games that matter, and the world's favorite cup competitions. Get your Go Coder with 1 month of Super for only $799 to enjoy the football Vuma. GoTV. Love it.
Hi, my name is Gerald Güter. I'm the head coach of the SFC first team and the technical director at the SFC Youth Football Academy.
Okay, now coach, you guys recently finished the FA Cup and qualified. Can you just, before we get to the qualifying, take us through how the FA Cup went?
Yeah, it was the preliminary round of the Rongo region, which took place at the Mondesa football field last weekend, Saturday and Sunday. And we played 4 matches and won the final in order to qualify for the round of 32.
Okay, so now you guys have qualified for the round of 32. Tell us about this.
Yeah, there was a very tough weekend. We had some very tough opponents in Northern Stars, and then also our finalist opponents, Celtic. They gave us a real tough time, but I think we were pretty much well prepared and had a very strong team in order to win the final at the end of the day.
Okay, so SFC will be going forward and competing against Premier League teams, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, depending on the draw, which is going to take place on Thursday, we'll see who our next opponent will be. But regardless of that, I think we have to definitely work hard because whoever is going to be our opponent in the next round is going to be a tough opponent because we'll have the best 32 teams in the country competing against each other.
Okay, so SFC being part of the best 32 teams, what does this mean for you guys?
Yeah, for us it's obviously a major achievement. It's not the first time that we in the round of 32 we have achieved this before, but we definitely want to work hard and try and maybe make it into the round of 16, and which would be a real dream come true if we can push it up to the final 8, and who knows, maybe we can go all the way to the final. I don't think that dreams can ever be big enough.
Okay, so I'm assuming a lot of preparations is going into this 32 and, of course, the next games that are to come. So what are you guys doing different this time, considering that it is not the first time?
Yeah, I don't think we'll do a lot different. I think maybe our style of play. But in general, it is hard work, lots of discipline. The players getting to understand the tactics on how we want to play. And I think in the long run, I think the players' dedication and commitment to the cause will take us as far as possible.
All right. Thank you so much for your time, Coach. Any final remarks?
Yeah, I just want to say that I'm, as coach, very proud of the boys to have reached the round of 32, and that I hope that our fans and followers at SFC will come in numbers wherever we should be playing the next round of 32.
Yes, we are back with Owami, the vice captain. Owami, let's go through your football journey. Why did you decide to go into the football fraternity?
I started soccer because, first of all, I started kicking the ball at 2.
At 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I started my official soccer career at the age of 5 at Ramblers.
Ramblers.
And the reason why I started is because it was just natural to me. You know,
Okay.
I started kicking it already at a young age, so it was already destined for me to start playing soccer.
Okay,
Yeah.
so tell me, why did you choose football? So what other sports did you explore besides football?
To be honest, I never explored any other sport. It was always soccer, you know. And the reason why is the unity that this sport brings.
Yeah.
You know, different people can play it, you know. It's not only for one person,
Yes.
you know. And it's not only based on your talent.
Based on your talent,
You must also work hard for it. So that's why mostly why I enjoy soccer.
So where do you see yourself in the next, let's say, 3 years?
The next year, I'm still gonna be here. So I'm still 18, so I'm still eligible to play next year.
Okay.
So this is not my last inter-high.
Okay.
After that, hopefully, I can play for the Brave Warriors. No, it depends though. If I play for under 19s, then I can climb the ranks.
The ranks.
Then I play for the official national team.
You mentioned that you started your career at Ramblers at just the age of 5. So that it's a lot of number of experience years.
Yeah.
So tell me, what can you remember that was one of your best memories on the field?
My best memory on the field
Yes.
was back in under 11. That year we went unbeaten the whole year, and plus I won top scorer of the league because way back then I was a striker before I moved to the midfield.
Yes.
So that's my favorite memory.
So you moved from being a striker to being a central defensive midfield.
Yeah.
So how did that help you transition you as a player? Because when you strike you have other capabilities. When you're in the central defense you have other capabilities.
Yeah. So for me, I'm technically good on the ball.
On the ball, yes.
And I always want the ball. That's why I moved from strike to midfield. Because in midfield, you always get the ball, you get to pass it, and you enjoy football more there.
Also, and then you create opportunities.
Yeah, exactly. That's why.
Right. So, how many goals have you scored so far in your career that you can remember that I have been on a professional level?
Professional.
Or for inter-high?
For inter-high, I haven't scored any. I missed the penalty last year, so you already know.
Speaking about goal scoring, we will after this we will show how the goalkeeper of Windhoek High School caught your ball.
Of course.
Okay, we will just quickly show you how Owami last year missed a penalty that could have most probably been their only chance to beat Windhoek High School.
One. You are going to be probably on the losing side. Let's see what he does here. And he comes and it's saved! And that's it. That's it. It is a victory for Windhoek High School. Wild celebrations here. The fans are on the pitch. The goalkeeper, catch me if you can. I caught a penalty.
Well, you guys just saw how that goalkeeper just took out Windhoek Gymnasium within a split second. What do you make of that moment? In that moment, Wami, tell us, where were you? How were you feeling? And how did you take it?
After I missed my penalty, I came back to stand with my friends or my brothers.
Yeah.
So when he went to go take the penalty, I had so much confidence that he will score. But unfortunately, there's a very good goalkeeper, so he saved it. And now, at that time, I felt, bad. Obviously, losing in a penalty shootout is never easy, but the experience was very good because you get to play in front of your friends, in front of your teachers.
Okay.
So it was.
It was nice.
Yeah,
but Wami, today you promised me that tomorrow you guys are winning the game, not on penalties, but on a regular time.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm looking forward to see you play, and of course, all the best with the game tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. We'll go for a quick ad break.
We've always had the bravery to stand up for what is Namibian, from protecting our homes to fighting injustices. We still celebrate what it means to us and raise a glass to those who show their bravery. No matter how they take on the world, with all this potential in the land of the brave, what will you do to make this Namibia your Namibia?
Okay, well, looking at the penalty shootout there, hopefully Owami gets to redeem himself this season. I don't know if he'll take a penalty again if it does go to penalties. I mean, you saw how good your goalkeeper was last year with good saves. I think he made 2-3 penalty saves for Windhoek High School to win the game. You as a goalkeeper this season, what's the pressure?
I don't feel the pressure.
You don't feel the pressure?
No. Because I won't lie, last year during the game, I caught during the game, and then penalties we switched.
Aha, okay.
Yeah.
So how did you feel about the game as entirely catching through the game?
Like I won't lie, last year I was scared during the game because I was grade 8 last year, so the pressure was high for us sort to play, in the big leagues. Wow. Yeah, so, but then as the game progressed, I got more comfortable and it felt like an easy game, easy W.
Okay, you and your brother both play football, so it shows that the football is in the family. He is more of a forward player and you're a goalkeeper now. So tell us more about how you ventured into becoming a goalkeeper. What triggered you to say, okay, nah, I want to be a goalkeeper? Because it's not a lot of times where you find a player that decides to be a goalkeeper unless you don't trust your capabilities on the ball, if I'm not mistaken.
It's a long story. It's a long and bad story. So like
Let's
it
make
started.
it short, yeah.
So I was first a striker, like at the age of 5. I also played for Ramblers at the age of 5.
Okay.
So then I was a striker. So then under 7, I won't lie, I got fat.
Okay.
I got chubbier.
Okay.
I moved to defense. And then my coach just put me in a deep ocean because there's penalty time and like the pale is small, man. So
Yeah. So
the kids.
you covered the ocean.
Yeah. So then they put me in the pale. But then, so they were like, started finding it fun, man. Then I realized, yeah, let me just stay here for a while. My brothers, I won't lie, they were against it. Not Louis, but the rest. They didn't like it. My dad was halfway. My mom supported it. But now it actually progressed and ventured. Now I played. I got my 3 caps last year in that Zimbabwe African Schools Championship in Zimbabwe. Got my 3 caps there. Then I got called up for the Westphalia team. So I think it has been quite a great adventure so far.
Love to hear it. I mean, you did play for the national under-15 team. Jesse Jason Karaitha, you attended a football event of similar nature. Speaking of the NFA Cup, is there anything you'd like to let us know about that cup? Fixtures to expect? Anything to be excited about?
No, I think it was indeed a spectacular scene to see that the return of the competition that pits the Premier League teams against teams from the lower divisions. I think it's always something special, and it happens in many of the countries. But for Namibia, a lack of sponsorship has been the problem. But obviously now with PST Bet coming in, I think it's still early days, round of 32. There are a few matches you can highlight that would really, that you would say that are big matches. One of it would be obviously the Eshoke Chula Chula and Blue Waters facing off in the round of 32. I think for both clubs, you wouldn't want to meet a Premier League rival at that stage, but it's going to happen. One thing I've noticed is that most of the Premier League clubs have been pitted against that are teams from the first division, second division. If you can look at Commerce Nampol, that are third in position, or that were third by last night. Yeah. You can see that they have Swallows. Swallows is a team coming from down, and you have teams like Robert Chandi's, Kaibas, and these teams still have to play before they can be drawn against teams like African Stars that are still awaiting to play either that is Robert Chandi's or Kaibas, and then there's a team called Canaan that still also has to play a young Brazilian, but Canaan is also facing another team before that. So there's just a lot that needs to be done.
Okay, well, speaking of the competition, we do have the food that's ready, so let's first talk about that. I'm sure we can expect some upsets in the NFA Cup, but yes, the guys have completed their mission in the kitchen. This is not the inter-high finals, but this is of similar nature. It is a final because we need to see what you guys have presented.
Yeah, so Owami, I'm going to give you the platform. You can just tell the guys what we have here, and then, you take it from there.
Okay, guys, we just whipped up in the kitchen basically. So we made some sortatis and just chicken wings, just something light today, you know. So yeah.
Okay, shout out to you guys.
Well,
Shout out to you guys.
Okay, so do we dig into this now, or because me, I'm always very quick to just see if I can.
Always first to.
So what we have there, we have some nice lamb sortatis and some nice chicken wings.
Okay.
We did use Owami's special sauce and spice. Yes, so it's a very special meal. So you can have a taste. Brian, what do you make of it?
Okay, well, meat is really soft.
Yeah.
I really like it. Chicken, I don't think we have enough time to dive into the chicken.
Yes.
But all in all, this is now me putting you guys on the spot.
Yeah.
Enzo, predictions for this guy's games. I need you to come stay next to me. I want to come stay here.
Okay.
Yo, it's.
Let me have you next to me. Yes.
It's really difficult. It's really difficult to predict the game between Windhoek High School and Windhoek Gymnasium. I would give it a 0-0. I think it's going to be a draw.
A draw. Okay, Jesse.
But one team has to win, eh?
One team has to win. You have to go for winner. I can't let them give their predictions because they are the ones on the spot already. So, Jesse and Karatha, what are your predictions for Windhoek Gymnasium and not defending champions, but defending winners, Windhoek High School?
I think Gymnasium is going to take this one. I'm sorry, my brother, but I think they are really they ought for revenge.
Yeah.
Just hope that it doesn't go against them, though.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Milco on this one. Milco, you got this?
Yeah, obviously.
Okay, well guys, we'll give you an update definitely. Make sure to stay tuned on our Facebook pages, which is My Zone and Sports Rap, where you can get all the updates. The games will be live on TV. But from us in studio, guys, thank you for the food. We'll be seeing you again next week. Same time, same place. Goodbye.
Awesome.